true story. I was laying on my bed one night, and I was praying, and I was talking to God, and I said, please bring somebody into my life, that the one. And it was, and I believe in dreams and visions.
Yeah.
And I was shown a vision.
Wow.
And I was shown, and the vision was a petite woman, kind of olive skinned. And
I guess that's
she's
me.
sitting next to me. And I told her that when I met her and everything, and we were connecting, and I said, you are my gift from God.
I'm Steve, my wife Colleen, and then we've got Kerri and Terry from beautiful New Mexico here with us today. And our studio audience hails from Broomfield, Colorado. So you can clap real loud so we can... There we go. There we go. Thank you. So what we do here is we just want to find out your story, see if you have any pro tips on RVing, things like that. So it's any question that I might ask, it's usually out of just sheer curiosity, and if you don't want to answer it, if you're afraid they'll find out where you live and are going to come get you, you don't have to answer it. So it's totally fine. So anyway, I'd like to hear a little bit about you and how long you've been RVing, and if this is something, did you camp as kids and all that good stuff, and let's just open it up here. What's your camping story?
Okay. Well, we started out RVing when our son, his name is Finn, was about 2 years old, and we purchased we had a 16-foot motorhome, Tiger, Pro-Van Tiger, and with that Tiger I think we got it when it had like 50,000 miles on it, and I think we put a little over 75,000 on it for over a 20-year span.
Wow.
Traveling with Finn, coast to coast, north, south, east, west, many times over. Just trying to, we just thought it was a wonderful way to see the country. Still do also nice education for our son.
Sure.
To see things, to meet folks, see the scenery, and
National parks.
Yeah, all kinds of things. A bunch of national parks. We're real fond of the oceans, and especially when you're landlocked, you become very fond of the oceans.
Right.
And then just to speed it up a little bit, as far as that side of it, once our son, grown and left the nest, Kerri and I decided to upgrade to. Went from a 16-foot motorhome to a 24-foot motorhome.
Yeah. Well, you had one less person. It made sense to
one
make
less
it bigger.
person. Yeah, and I might add, like when we were doing all those trips many times, not only with our young son, but often with 2 dogs in tow.
Yeah.
So we were very accustomed to tight circumstances, but it was okay. We always had a blast. We look fondly back on it. And now, and then one of the things like we had talked about when Kerri and I decided we wanted to upgrade here, we had made a pro-con list of all the different things we experienced over 20 years that we didn't want to repeat, such as constantly making the bed, unmaking the bed, and Kerri did most of that.
Yeah.
We moving luggage in and out of the camper morning and evening to accomplish that as well.
Small fridge versus larger fridge.
So we were always
small freezer.
Yeah, every couple of days we were off to the grocery store.
Right.
And just those things. So we had a list of things we wanted to check the boxes off of. In the upgrade, and I think we darn near checked off most of them.
Nice.
And now, our son is in the military, in the Navy.
Awesome.
And when he decided to start his new chapter, Kerri and I talked about starting a new chapter as well. And so after almost 40 years in Colorado Estes Park, we just decided to shake it up and
Move to the southwest.
move to the southwest, get out of the cold, no more snow, and we are actually, as active as we were in Colorado, we're actually more active now than we've ever been physically doing things.
Nice.
So we're just, and we sort of decided when we upgraded. Personally, I knew this wasn't going to be forever. Would like to. We figured we'd do it for about, maybe like 10 years or so, and really spending these years. We talked about going to see family and friends and just telling everybody how much we love them.
That's awesome.
And then a side thing with that came. We very much enjoy, like we said, not only seeing the country this way, the best way as far as we're concerned, but just meeting people and hearing
through Harvest Host.
Through Harvest, right. Hearing their stories, and it's the most interesting thing to us.
Yeah.
It's just as I've said this many times so far on this trip. We've seen a lot of scenery over the years, beautiful things.
Yeah.
But always in the end, when I find myself recollecting about our trips, it's always conversations. It's people we've met. It's hearing about them that come first and foremost to our minds about the experience of it. So we have really loved that.
And since we retired, and both of us retired, after our son left the Harvest Host, Boondockers, it's been wonderful. We've done so many and just met so many wonderful people.
Nice.
It's been great. So.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Well, we can fix that. We can put an end to meeting nice people tonight. We've got us to deal with. But no, hopefully you go away feeling good about it.
Oh yeah.
And I want to say, Nancy, if you have a question, shout it out. Don't hold back.
Studio audience question. That's
right.
cool.
Yeah. So we should give you a buzzer or something.
What was it? Carol Burnett would wiggle her ear.
So, well, you said that you're active doing things. What are some of the things you're active doing now that you're liberated and living in
we
New
hike
Mexico?
pretty much. We have a lot of friends in this hiking group.
Nice.
And they hike three times a week at least, but we
Really?
hike daily.
Oh, wow.
Where we live, and we bike. There's a river path that we bike probably 30, 40 miles a week. We try to get that in. And then
wonderful.
we venture out. There's so many places to see in New Mexico. We venture out in our RV, and we get Archie out. He loves to walk, don't you, buddy? Yeah. So we get a good morning walk in with him as well.
Yeah.
So we probably average 4 to 6 miles a day walking, and then we bike. That's our bit. We were pickleballers for a while, but we're kind of resting our shoulders. Taking a little bit of a break on that.
Yeah, was kind of getting my one knee was acting up pretty good.
So we decided to take a rest.
Yeah, but we were like single pickleball players. We weren't double. We played it like tennis. Yeah. So after an hour,
were you both on the same side of the net? Nobody.
No. But
it is a fun sport.
Yeah, it was a blast.
Yeah.
So
we started doing that, and we can travel with our equipment, and you can pickleball anywhere. So that's But right now we really like walking, and even when we're boondocking, we usually try to get a good walk in. And
good.
And the other thing too is we've always had an innate appreciation of nature, the outdoors, wildlife is just fascinating to us.
We like to bird watch.
Yeah.
And when we're biking along the Rio Grande down in New Mexico, we do a lot of birding as well.
And rock collecting now. There's so many beautiful rocks down in New Mexico from all the volcanic activity, I guess.
For sure.
That they're laying all over the place, and it's like have like a rock garden in the back of our home that's like a bouquet of flowers. It's so pretty.
Yeah, I bet it is.
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds like fun.
Yeah.
So you're up in the mountains in New Mexico, it sounds like?
Las Cruces. We're actually south, but we have the Organ Mountains, the Doñanas, the Robledos. There's a lot of mountains to hike.
What's your elevation, roughly?
41.
41,
So it's about as high as Loveland.
So you might get a little snow occasionally, maybe?
We got a dusting, maybe an inch or two in was it January or February? We got a little snow.
Where you're like,
mountains
let's
get
move,
a
this is ridiculous.
We don't have a shovel. We don't have to worry.
Yeah.
In Estes Park, we shoveled a lot. We were 84 where we lived in Estes Park, so
Estes gets a lot. We actually lived in Estes for 3 months.
Oh, did you?
Did a house swap. Long story.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, love Estes Park.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was a really nice place to raise our son. And I worked in EMS. I'm a retired paramedic. So
okay.
I worked for the hospital there. And yeah, long time, 37 years.
37 years.
Yeah, and raising our son there, where we lived, on our front deck, we would have the occasional bears come up at night, and us, but also our son Finn. And I always told him, I said, "You'll never forget this." He'd have bears come up to the glass pane, and it's literally just a glass pane between you and the bear's face. And I always told him, I said, this is, you know what a privilege this is to
Seriously
have something like this.
We'd always have to put our bird seed and hummingbird feeder in at night, or we would get, so we were always careful about that so the bear wouldn't get in trouble.
Yeah. Oh, man. That's, I know
lots
where
of
we
neat
were.
wildlife.
Where we were, we'd have elk come right. There was a path trail right through the back area that we were at. So anyway, it was pretty amazing. So yeah, and the best part of Estes Park was we were there in the spring, and what day was it? There was one day a week they did a dog walk where you take your dog to the different businesses and they give them biscuits.
Well, that's great.
I can't remember what
that
day
sounds like Estes.
Yeah, that was pretty funny. So
yeah.
We took our dog every once in a while on a little dog walk while we were there. So. Well, did you camp as kids at all, or did this just happen when Finn came along?
Yeah, I did pretty much in my younger years.
And was it more camping or was it RVing?
Not RVing, more camping, tent camping, and that sort of thing.
Okay, so you kind of grew up with it. And,
a little bit.
Yeah. That helped feed the flame when Finn came around.
And I think I always loved being outdoors. Loved bonfires and that sort of thing.
For sure, yeah.
Big outdoors person. So.
How about you?
Well, I grew up in New Jersey, so but used to come out west. My brother lived out in Estes Park for a long time.
Oh, okay.
Still does. And but I, as a teenager and beyond, started like taking trips out. And I remember when I went out in high school, and I came back to high school, and I told all my friends, I said, I will be moving out west. I'm not sure when, but I will be living out there because it was just calling me. And again, particularly like the wildlife. Yeah. And so once I got out here, I did not a lot of backpacking or anything,
a little.
Yeah, a handful of overnighters I would do. I'd take the dog and pitch a tent somewhere. But it was really, it's Kerri's idea when Finn came along to get an RV and experience life like that. And
it was great.
And it's really, what's really neat about RVing, I think, is when you're back home and, it's not even really winter, but like in the off season when you're home and you're sitting, you're reading, you're thinking about something, you're reflecting back. And so many times I find myself reflecting back on the experiences from RVing.
That's cool.
And conversations. One last summer that I always go back to is I was out in a farm field. What was that?
Virginia.
Or Ohio or Pennsylvania with the Amish farmer. Pennsylvania. But I'm out there, and I always had a fascination with the Amish community. Yeah. How they live. I really respect it.
Yeah,
and
for sure.
But a harvest host fella there, I inquired about. He mentioned the Amish, and I was like, "You have an Amish community?" And he saw my excitement.
Yeah.
And he goes, "Oh, I'll take you." And I kind of was like, I don't want to bother him. And 5 minutes later, he's like, come on, let's go. And he drove me all around. And there was a fella he knew out in the field, and we went out, and it was as simple as that was. It's a really fond memory.
Oh, I bet.
For me to go out there and talk with them.
We bought a pie and some jam.
Yeah. And it's just kind of those things that somebody might not seem. It's what's important to the individual, and that was what, like, really neat for me to talk with them and see his side of life and just
learn about him.
Yeah, it was just, I have always, my parents, when I was growing up, they used to take me to, I think Lancaster County in Pennsylvania.
Oh, yeah.
For like a day trip, just to go see the Amish.
Yeah.
And so it's always been in me, and so that was very special to get to talk to that fella. And,
that's cool.
Yeah.
Now, were you in on that conversation too, Kerri?
With the Amish?
With the Amish?
I didn't go. I went to the store and visited their shop.
Okay.
And ordered a lot of things, a lot of goodies.
Oh, I bet.
But he went to the actual farm, which was kind of neat.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So, do you have one of those memories?
I'm trying to. One of our memories last year was a harvest host, the olive.
Oh yeah.
We went to an olive ranch, and we pulled in. He was in Austin, and he told us about how he studied wanting to bring the soil in and studied the olives. Went to Italy and got the type of olives that he wanted to grow. And it wasn't a real large farm, but he had the olive oil there for us to sample. And in fact, that was our Christmas gifts to everybody.
Oh, I bet.
Really neat, but very interesting. He was really interesting, and I always remember that. That was like one of my favorites. There's so many, but he was really neat, and I think he was a chef with the Hyatt Regencies all around, and then
executive chef.
Yeah,
wow.
And so that was really we love the farms and that sort of stuff.
Yeah, we're a wannabe farm. We're not really a farm. Used to be.
Yeah, but I love this. In Iowa last year, I was telling Steve that we visited a farm in Iowa, and they had almost the same kind of setup. They made a silo into a little patio, and they had the little.
Corn crisps.
Yeah, those were so neat. But it was set up almost identical. It was a beautiful farmhouse like
That's
yours.
funny. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm sure they got that idea from us.
Not that far from there, really. I mean, it was next Iowa, not that far.
That would be fun to find out who they are and go visit them or something.
It's
really
remarkably similar.
And when we pulled in, it was like, well, this looks familiar. That's pretty neat.
Yeah, that's cool.
And I think we did one outside of Atlanta. And they had some like laundry facilities and restrooms made out of silos.
Yeah.
It was a little.
cool.
It was like a campground, more of a campground type thing, but it was really neat the way they did it. You could go
neat. I mean,
had showers. I think made out of silos.
This experience. We will remember.
Yeah.
Doing a podcast. This is cool. Very cool. Yeah.
Oh, good.
First podcast we've ever
We really enjoy it. There were so many people. I think, is this our 4th year-ish? Something like that.
Boondockers?
Yeah. And I don't know why it took me so long, but it was last October that the idea started to as I started listening in. I was never really much of a podcast listener or anything like that. And I'm actually a real introvert. It's like the fact that if you had asked me 2 years ago, would I do that? Not a chance. But anyway, we had so many cool stories from people I just wish I could have captured. But
Great. That's neat.
And it's just little stuff like that, life experiences and things like that are just so fun to hear.
That's so
share.
Crazy you said that, because where we stayed in Ogallala last night, a fellow camper next to us. I said that very thing to him. I said, I'm an introvert at heart, but the past several years with the traveling, like I said, it's not the scenery. And maybe it's the one-on-ones. Maybe that's just, I think that's just better for me with my hearing and all.
Yeah.
But that has been the best part of it. I have just really loved when we came back from our trip last year. We were 2.5 months out, 6,000 miles, 20, 21, 22 states.
Wow.
And we came back, and I was just, I told everybody, I said, this country is so great.
Yeah.
It's such a great country.
It really is.
I loved, it was.
This is the best way to see it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It was really neat, and just sort of, that reaffirming that, it's, man, we are blessed to be here.
Big time.
Yeah.
Yeah, big time.
Yeah.
You meet, and we've had people from every political persuasion, different than what we believe, and stuff like that, and that stuff washes. It's your friends.
Yeah.
And it's so cool to do that. So, well, tell me about how you guys met. Do you have any stories there, or is
It was a blind date. What, 34 years ago? Something like that. And then we've been married 32.
Congratulations. That's
Thank you.
a record.
Thank you.
That's really good.
Yeah, and it was a
Can
blind
you
date.
guys beat that, Nancy? 32 years? Can you beat 32 years?
Yeah, we're on 38.
Oh, great.
Nice.
Yay.
Great.
Very nice.
Yeah, congrats. I love hearing that.
We both moved to Estes. I moved to Estes from Indiana, and he from New Jersey. But we didn't really meet until several years. We met
In Estes.
in Estes,
Okay.
and then we started skiing and cross country skiing and hiking, and we just had the same interest, and it was love at first sight. And then we
awesome.
traveled quite a bit, and before we had our son, so we were kind of late bloomers when we had our son. We were in our 30s when we had our son, and then he just. Well, we retired when he went to college and finished college, and then he joined the service after college, and we just came from his wedding. We had a destination wedding in Estes Park. He wanted to get married in the park. He loved the park.
Oh,
When he was in college, he worked his 4 seasons there, and he's down south right now, and his wife loved it. Of course, how could you not love Estes Park?
I know.
So we had a really beautiful wedding in Moraine Park, and then we had a little reception at the coffee shop just outside the park. There was a little coffee shop along the river. It was really nice. So, and we had all our siblings from all over there, and cousins were there, and it was it was a beautiful weekend.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Kind of got a little family reunion out of it as well. It was really
perfect.
special. Really special.
Well, that was nice of you to interrupt your RV trip to go to his wedding.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, that was our first stop, and then now we're heading to Indiana. My mom is almost 99.
99.
And she's she's in a little assisted living back there with my other sisters and some family. So we're going to go back and get a good visit in with her.
Where in Indiana?
Anderson.
Anderson? I mean, how far is that from Elkhart? I've just got family in
Elkhart is north. So
Okay.
probably 2 hours
Okay,
south.
not too far
It's
away.
between Fort Wayne and Indianapolis, kind of near Ball State, Muncie,
Okay.
kind of in that area.
Well, if you happen to run into Jim, just say hi for
Okay,
me.
well, we are
Not
going to go
Nancy's
to
Jim,
we are going to go to South Bend because we want to tour. We love Notre Dame. Go Irish.
Okay. Yeah.
He wants to see Touchdown Jesus.
See, little things like that. You know, just like you're watching the game, and I've always seen Touchdown Jesus, and it's like, well, we're going to be close enough. We really should do that.
So we're gonna go up to. I've been there before, but we're gonna go up and then kind of go up to around Lake Michigan into. I have 3 states left for my 50 to get all 50. So I have Wisconsin, Minnesota, and North Dakota left. And so we're
That's
going to
pretty
hit
good.
those, and then we'll probably go visit some friends in South Dakota and kind of stay up South Dakota, Wyoming before we start working our way back to New Mexico. So,
Nice.
yeah, get some neat national parks up there. I want to see the Badlands and
Personal
yeah.
pilgrimage
That's
too. I have if you're into if you're a Jeremiah Johnson fan, the movie or what Jeremiah Johnson is buried up in Cody, Wyoming, and we're going to go through, and I've always been wanting to, and it's like, so we're going to do that, and then I think there's a marker for Sacagawea in Wind River area.
So we might try.
So we want to try to do that too, and
there's a lot of places that we've been to that we love. Devil's Tower, we love Custer. We have a friend in Gardner, Montana. We don't know if we're going to go all the way up that way. Yeah. But we can, so we're just kind of, that's going to be up in the air.
You can, so why not?
That's right.
Right.
And we could even hit Yellowstone if we wanted to. So.
Yeah.
So we'll see, but that's kind of our route.
So you guys we're going to kind of plan it as we go.
Well.
Kind of a general idea of the main
I think
things.
I'm up to about the beginning of August. I kind of know, and I'm trying to reserve spots as they open. Sure. For, harvest hosts, because when we're traveling, we love doing the Boondockers harvest host stuff. So I've kind of got, and I've been researching, places, maybe stay at a lake and rent paddle boards on, in Minnesota or in Wisconsin, kind of do that kind of thing. That's kind of what we're thinking.
Oh,
so cool. So I think we're booked till around the end of July. Then I've got to start booking some more places. So, so.
That's good.
Yeah,
it's interesting. We have people that book way in advance, and half of those people cancel.
Yeah,
they change. The other half of them are like, can we be there in 10 minutes?
Yeah.
Not quite that bad, but the day before or a couple days before.
Yeah, I like to plan, and we kind of know our route, so I think somebody spotted food.
Oh,
He's food motivated.
Dinner time.
He says, "Oh, that looks good."
So how do you all meet? Oh, I already asked you that.
Yep.
And we got to the blind date thing. Yes, that's right. Yep. And what's your side of that story?
Oh boy, I could tell you a really cool story about that.
Well, let's.
Well, having having been in Estes Park a long time and a couple of and dated, but
nothing serious.
Nothing serious and stuff. But I was so true story. So I lived in a really small cabin for 4 years. Yeah, real small, but it was great. It was a time of my life.
Oh, sure.
But there was something missing. So anyway, true story. I was laying on my bed one night, and I was praying, and I was talking to God, and I said, "Please bring somebody into my life, that the one." And it was, and I believe in dreams and visions. Yeah. And I was shown a vision, and I was shown, and the vision was a petite woman, kind of olive skinned. And
I guess that's
she's
me.
sitting next to me. And I told her that when I met her and everything, and we were connecting, and I said, "You are my gift from God."
Wow.
Yeah. God showed me who was coming, and here she is.
So you're Christian in faith? Okay. Now, were you at the time? Okay.
I grew up in an Episcopalian faith, and he was Catholic, Tierney, so he's a Catholic.
Okay. Very
but
nice.
very similar.
Oh, sure. Yeah. That's cool. That is very cool.
Yeah.
So how much detail was in the vision?
It was those two things.
You didn't see a face necessarily.
No, but it was like I equated it to like the Holy Spirit going through me, and it was petite and like olive skinned, and that's as much as I was shown. And it was like real.
Wow.
And it was
I would agree that is a very cool story.
Yeah.
That's very cool.
Yeah.
So, and then how much later was it after that?
Not long, because we
It was
had
funny. We both lived at the base of this mountain, Prospect Mountain, that hovers over the hospital.
Okay,
You know, it has I think they might light up a cross, and we hiked up it. I hiked up it all the time with my I had this little dog, this little Benji dog, and she loved to hike with me. And we were up there all the time. I mean, he said I hike, and he was at the base, and I was up a little bit higher, but that was kind of when I went to school, paramedic school, I was always studying and walking and hiking up there.
So there's a really good chance you might have met.
We might have been
before
sitting up there.
or,
Yeah.
Or
where
just around the corner.
you know, the tram that rides up there. That's the top part, and it has gorgeous views.
Oh yeah.
And so I could just hike up from my backyard, and I did that all the time.
Man.
So it was funny. We both hiked up there all the time.
Yeah, never saw one
but
another.
never really ran
How
into
many
each
years
other.
did you both live there and not know each other?
Probably 9 or 10.
Yeah.
Before.
That long?
Yeah, because we moved in the mid '80s, and
That's
we
crazy.
met in '92 and married in '94, something like that. So,
Oh, that is so cool.
Just going to like bushwhacking up the mountainside and going to our respective sanctuaries that we had in the rocks, where we would go. And I never saw her, not once in all those times, but we were just, it was like, it was just really cool that we had been doing that unbeknownst to one another.
Yeah. Oh, that is so cool.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, well, you know, God, you could have done this 9 years ago.
yeah.
But we hate to complain and second guess.
And
so.
I had some maturing to do.
Oh, sure.
We probably
don't-
both had.
Yeah.
So it was I had to get there, you know, to know what I really wanted and was ready for.
Yeah.
And, so it was really wonderful.
So you were doing EMT work at the time.
I started I went to EMT school in Estes Park in the 80s, 88, and then I got hired on. I was already working at the hospital, and then I worked as an EMT for 3 years, and then I went and did my paramedic school in Denver. Just commuted, and you know, that was, what did I start? 88, and then I retired as a paramedic in 22. So about 37 years.
Man,
So,
that's cool.
It's a nice little hospital. It was a really nice place to work.
Oh, I bet. Yeah, I bet.
So lots of great medicine and great people to work with, and
Neat.
exciting job. Lots of hiking in the
rock
park,
climbers.
and
The rescue.
rescues and that kind of stuff. Very great job. Very.
I had a
fortunate.
friend at the time when we were in Colorado Springs that I worked with, and he was rock climbing, very good rock climber, very experienced, and I can't remember what the little things are called that you crampons,
Crampons.
I think, that were in the rock, and they popped out.
Oh, the anchors.
The
The
clips.
anchors.
Yeah, I think the anchors.
He fell like 30 feet
Oh,
and
boy.
landed on kind of a little bit of a hill, and where his head hit was a little bit of a
Like dip
hole
or
or a
something?
dip or something like that probably saved him.
Oh boy.
But anyway,
Yeah.
he was up in Aspen at the time. But
Yeah, unfortunately, you know, with Long's Peak, you know, the 14er there, there's
Yeah.
so many people that come out and aren't prepared, and you know, it's happens
did you
a
do
lot.
longs?
No,
No, how
Jake
many?
did. Our son did.
Oh, did he? Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, he did
Great.
longs, and he was one that was not prepared.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Our two nephews, after the wedding from New Jersey, they did it. They set out. When I warned them,
Yeah.
I said, you know, it's probably a little early. You're going to have snow and ice up there. But they had a beautiful morning, and they
Nice.
were able to summit up at around 9 o'clock before the clouds came in.
nice.
And they one of them really had heart. Well, actually, they both had heart. But they pushed each other, and they both did it. So,
Good.
Yeah.
How many 14ers have you done? I can't remember. I was the wimpy one.
In Colorado?
Yeah,
Oh,
I think I
nice.
did sit. Well, I did Pikes Peak twice.
Wow, that's great.
So I consider it 7. But.
Nice.
So yeah, I've done a couple of them in the car.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fun. We probably did all the National Rocky Mountain peaks. You know, there's the Chapin Pass one, the Mummy, and we didn't. I don't think we've done Meeker. We didn't do Meeker. We did Longs, but we did quite a few. We love the lake hikes. You know, the long, and we love the Wild Basin area. That area is really pretty. And then going up on top and over, there's some beautiful hikes over on the west side of the park too. So
well, everything's beautiful there.
Oh, it's a
amazing.
great. It was in the wedding, you know, having it in Moraine Park, you know, with the backdrop was just very beautiful.
Stunning.
Yeah, we had an early morning, so there was no one in the park. It was 7 a.m. You know, we were out there.
Wow.
And got there
Very
before
nice.
all the cars could come in.
Yeah.
It was perfect timing. So
Oh, good.
yeah, we're looking forward to seeing all the pictures. Trickling
Well,
in.
you guys have had a lot of camping experience. Are there any pro tips that you have that if you're gonna RV, this is what you know, something that you really want to consider or think about, or
I definitely would recommend Harvest Host Boondocking.
Yeah.
Harvest Host
That
Boondockers?
is just
Okay.
such a great way to,
Is that
Yeah.
a thumbs up on that one, Nancy?
I would agree.
yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
if depending on your stage of life, if you're doing it with kids, particularly young kids, as we were saying earlier, you know, KOAs and such, they're geared toward that, and
With swimming pools.
yeah, and it's great. It's great
Yeah,
for young
great for
kids,
kids,
and they
yeah.
keep them. There's things to keep kids busy all day and evening at KOAs. But then, now we're at our stage of life, this is much more preferable.
And we don't like to drive long
Yeah.
hours. We like just being able to have our coffee in the morning and not
Yeah.
just race out if
Yeah.
we can help it. And so we try to, what's that, 3 p.m., 300
300
miles?
miles, 3 p.m. Whatever comes first.
Oh,
We kinda get it. That's our rule.
I love it.
So that's a neat little rule we try to follow.
Is that your own, or did you pick that up somewhere?
One of my cousin from Alaska visited us, and
Yeah.
and they RV, and we were swapping stories, and they said, and I said, that's kind of what we do. So we kind of
300 miles or 3 p.m., whichever comes first.
yeah.
That's a great quote. So, well, any other things that you just go and say this is something that we recommend, or that,
Oh, yeah.
Boy.
Yeah, absolutely, wholeheartedly. I just think it's been the
We loved Rhode Island.
Yeah.
Well, last year we met a wonderful host. They were from Rhode Island and in Warwick, and we stayed there, and we really got to visit. I loved Rhode Island.
yeah.
We love Maine, but I really wanted to do a sailing adventure, so we went to Mystic, Connecticut, and did a little sailboat adventure. That was fun.
I bet.
The whole East Coast was beautiful. We have a lot of bucket lists. We want to do St. Augustine up to Charleston and Savannah area. That's going to be probably the next spring.
Yeah.
So
still need to hit Yosemite. That's
we
on
want,
the list.
we want to hit some more national parks. We want to go up to the Northwest maybe next summer. We've done that. We would like to do that again. We have some family up there. And,
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah, years ago we went up that way, and not the entire, but we went up. We caught where Lewis and Clark were up in that area, and then wanted to follow it out on the Columbia out to the ocean.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
so
We did
beautiful.
that.
Just
Yes.
sitting there like,
Yeah, and historical things like that, like Kerri was saying, Jamestown, we were sitting on the rocks, and you can just imagine the ships coming in.
Yeah,
you know, and
we took you can take little ferry rides. The Lewis, Delaware, into Cape May, New Jersey. There's a night that you can take your RV on, and we've done that twice. We did that last summer, and that's a beautiful ferry ride. And we spent some time in Cape May, New Jersey. That was really neat. We really like to hug the water. We like the coastal stuff, you know. So and then we took a fast ferry over to Martha's Vineyard. That was
Nice.
fun. That was neat to see.
Even yesterday in Ogallala, it never really took the time, but there were a lot of historical markers right where we were.
That's a neat
And
little
just
town.
reading about how
Very clean, very clean town.
the terminus of the Texas cattle drive there, and loading them on the train. The trains were very active coming through. I love the sound of trains.
Yeah, yeah.
And
We stayed at a brewery, and it used to be an old library. So Second Chapter Brewery, that was interesting.
That's cool.
They had a lot of
Ogallala?
yeah, in Ogallala, and that was we were right in town, so it was kind of neat to kind of walk around and see the town.
And when you're doing this and driving, all over the country, we already possessed it, but you understand the importance of protecting what we have here.
Yeah.
The public lands, the national park system. Just all of that is so important to have it, and for the generation behind us to,
see it,
to have it, and because we've over the years we've run into folks from other parts of the world, and even I remember a fellow from Germany. We're talking about the Black Forest, and he goes, "There's not a whole lot of Black Forest left to see."
Really?
I couldn't tell you, but he said it, and just that type of stuff. You just realize you see the young families, and you see it at the national parks that these a carload.
We have a story, the Utah story. When we camped and we had the old RV, we ran into a place called Big Rock Candy Mountain.
Oh yeah.
And they had a campground, they had cabins, they had cabooses that were made, and so we rented a caboose and stayed. It was very hot, and we did a float trip. But then we went on to, there was another campground, but we met were they Dutch? The family that wanted to play.
Oh yeah, Dutch from the
Dutch. Were, and they would love visiting Zion and Bryce.
Sure.
And they saw us because Terry and our son always played football. And so they saw us out there playing football, and they had a big and they came over, and we started this big football game. They were so excited to learn how to play.
Oh, fun.
And so we had teams, and we're out there in our bare feet, and and they were just, remember how excited they were?
Oh yeah, the dad said, he goes, "This is why we came here. We wanted to experience this."
And so we just had this big football game, and we played until it got dark. And then they went and they invited us over. They were doing Jiffy Pop
on the
popcorn.
fire. They were like, "Come on over."
But they were really neat. They were really cute. The kids were all excited, and it was really fun. I think I even have it on video somewhere. I think I videotaped it because it was so fun. But it's just
that was great. That one, yeah. But things like that, where you're sitting around and that would randomly pop up in your memory banks, and and it's always hit me that every really neat thing that occurred that I reflect on, well, that was on the road RVing, wasn't it? So
that was a really neat place.
Yeah.
Wow, that's cool. Yeah. I was just thinking about just playing football with your son. When you're at home, I didn't do nearly enough of that kind of thing. But when you're at home, you don't have time for that. You've got home stuff to do. There's things to fix. You're working. You're running. You're commuting.
Right.
And the camping affords you that opportunity.
Oh yeah, big time family time.
Yeah, yeah, that's very cool.
Yeah.
It was fun. I mean, he was so little, and he still remembers a lot of this stuff.
We always.
He was a great, and we would get back from our trip, and he'd just be crying because he wanted to keep going. He loved it. He'd be like, "I don't want to go home."
No.
So now he camps all around the world.
Yeah, he's a pretty busy boy.
Now is he thinking about career in military, or
he has his career? He's special warfare. He went to Coronado.
Is that something he's going to do for a long time, or is he?
Well, we'll see. Now that he's married, maybe not.
No, that's true.
It might change. He's already got a bachelor's of science in sport exercise sports, and he's got a minor in outdoor education.
Oh,
he went to a beautiful school, Western CU, Western Colorado University in Gunnison, and that's geared for all that. So,
Very
but
nice.
he loved that, and he's had. He volunteered for Estes Fire and Gunnison Fire, and then he was on the mountain rescue team.
He probably knows Tom. I can't remember Tom's last name. He was a camp director up there.
In Estes?
In Estes, and he was on the volunteer fire department.
Oh, I'm sure he would know.
Tom, not House. No,
House
no.
right?
House right?
No, that doesn't sound right.
No, Tom's from
Kuzno.
Kuzno.
Yeah, he does know him. I know Tom Kuzno.
Play the Small World song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting. But yeah, when he was in college in Gunnison, he joined the fire department and the mountain rescue team. So he loves all that stuff.
Yeah.
So,
oh, that's cool.
So he could probably find something, I'm sure. He could probably go into fire training if he wanted to with his military background.
Oh, very nice.
But we'll see where it takes him. Right now, he's pretty happy.
Good. Yeah, that's great. Now, you said his career in the military is what again? I interrupted you when you said
he's special warfare.
Special warfare.
He went through the Coronado program.
Okay.
The SWIC and SEAL program.
Special Warfare Combat Crew. They're the guys on the boats that, like, when SEALs get in trouble, they come in and extract them, that type of thing.
So if you're a SEAL, you're like one of the elites. So if you're the guy that rescues the SEALs, you're the elite.
It's kind of the same kind of pipeline they go through. They have some pretty good documentaries on it. His boot camp, only 75% don't make it, so it's a real hard. But he did it. We're pretty proud of him. He really likes it. He's pretty happy. So.
That's cool. That's very cool.
But so we'll see.
A lot to be proud of as parents, for sure.
Yeah, his wife's a school teacher, so she just got a job.
Good.
They met down south, so.
Now, are they stationed in San Diego, or?
No, they're actually in one of the boat teams is down in close to Louisiana. New Orleans,
that's right. You said Louisiana.
New Orleans.
New Orleans area.
So he's there for now. So.
Good deal.
Yeah. So we have fun visit. Now, New Orleans is a fun place to visit in your RV. We had a harvest host that we hooked up at, and then we took the little trolley right down to the French Quarter. It was just like 2 blocks from us, so we could keep the camper parked, and we could go tour. And we did beautiful parks and museums. They have a beautiful World War II museum that's amazing down there. And then the food down.
It's like it's a
food.
Oh my goodness! Yeah.
The museum's like Smithsonian grade. It's
really.
Oh, you could easily
8 different buildings.
Easily spend a day.
Yeah.
Easily.
Yeah, it's pretty spectacular. So we did that last November. That was fun.
Yeah.
Lots of fun things to do down there. So
just that museum. Even like you're walking up to it, you're ready to go in the door, and they have a wall from that was on Omaha Beach.
Oh yeah.
With scarred from the bullets and what have you, and just to
touch
that history is something else. It's again the little like benign things might be to somebody else, but to you to be able to like touch that and imagine like that day. It is.
And we came back through. We did Big Bend National Park. That's beautiful. Southern Texas. And we spent a few days there. And we'd like to go back and spend more time there. You have to really watch your gas tank. It's such a big park.
I bet.
It was gorgeous.
Yeah.
But that's a real pretty area.
So you guys have been around a little bit.
Yeah, we have. We've done really well. We've putting on the miles, but that's what we wanted.
Saying earlier, Steve, I think we've done about 104,000 RVing miles now, and when I think of that coast to coast, like how many times that is across the country, but it has been
a lot of fun.
Super, just really a great way. Yeah.
Have you RV'd to Alaska?
No, we've been
No.
to Alaska,
Been
but
there, but
not
haven't
an
RV'd.
RV.
We've had 2 or 3 that were either on their way or just
Oh,
been
wow.
there or whatever over the last year or so.
I'd like to get up into Canada.
Yeah.
Again, we've done
Yeah.
Canada, but
Yeah.
not in the RV.
Banff has been on our mind.
Yeah.
Like if we get up to Glacier again, it's like a half hour from East Glacier. So we've been thinking about that.
That's a little farther.
Now, what keeps you guys from full-time in?
RV?
Yeah.
Well, right now we love the Southwest. It's just so beautiful. Once we get down there in the winter, there's so much to do.
Yeah.
and there's so much.
That is true.
There's so much to see in New Mexico, and we're close to Arizona, and so we're kind of, we're pretty comfortable just doing that.
Okay.
So.
Yeah.
But I mean, when we're out 2.5 months or 2 months in the summer, it's time to get home in the fall. We're usually ready.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I always say it's time to get out of the box.
But,
Not just
we
think
stay,
outside, but get outside.
and we
yeah.
stay with family and friends too, so we do get out a little bit of it. But
Oh, very much so. Yeah, yeah. It's I don't. We've run into friends who spend a lot longer. Pete and Diane, who spend a lot longer than we do in a lot smaller. And
but they love it too.
They
Yeah.
spend 4 or 5 months in
Oh,
the winter,
gosh.
and they come down to
Yeah.
where we're at, and they love our area. So they like to. We met them on a bike path, and and they're from the kind of not in Chicago, but in Illinois up north. Sandwich, Illinois.
Sandwich, Illinois.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, well, we went and I think we went to the caves, Carlsbad Caverns. That was really neat. And took the camper.
That was
that's
gorgeous.
something to see.
Yeah.
We were in that, and I said, I don't know if I'll ever get to the Sistine Chapel, but this is the next best thing.
Yeah,
Looking up at the roof.
Oh,
of
it was
it,
pretty
just, yeah.
amazing, and
Oh,
you know,
wow.
70-some stories.
Yeah.
You know, it's amazing.
Yeah,
It's incredible.
Yeah. So, lots of fun.
Well, is there anything you look back over that you care to share that you would do different? You wish you wouldn't have done it that way, or has everything just been the right thing?
Driving through Chicago.
Yeah, avoid Chicago.
I think that some of those big. What did we? Oh, we had someone hit our mirror and knock the glass out, and then we had to drive through Atlanta.
No.
So that wasn't. I wouldn't recommend that. But then we did get the glass fixed, so we were okay.
Yeah, our side mirror right there, and the gas tank fill is right there.
Yeah, that could have been really
and
bad.
I reflected on that evening what could have been,
Yeah.
and how
when
fortunate
you
we
have
were.
trailers coming and it's narrow,
Yeah.
and the trailers are, and that's what happened. And I don't even think the person driving knew
Didn't
he
even
did
know
it.
anything happened.
They never knew, but that was a
So-
close one, and you're grateful for the escapes and
Yeah, I think just long days we don't do anymore, that sort of thing, and
Yeah.
we don't have to, so it's kind of
Exactly.
nice.
At one time we did, when Finn was with us, we did Graceland, and I think we did 12 hours or so.
Yeah, that
to
was
get
a long
there. That was
drive.
brutal.
Yeah.
But it was worth it when we got there.
Yeah.
That was fun too.
Yeah.
We've done a lot of really. In fact, his dance with his bride was Elvis.
Yeah.
He still loves Elvis. Everybody loves Elvis.
Oh yeah.
So I imagine Nashville's been in your plans a little bit. from
Yeah,
time to time,
we did in the old camper. We did the whole from Memphis to Nashville. Mm-hmm. And Pennsylvania's another
Oh yeah,
nice long
Memphis
one.
as well. Yeah.
One of the boxes we checked off when we upgraded was we were looking to try to maximize fuel economy. So we were like, okay, a 6-cylinder, which automatically narrowed us down to a select.
And we didn't want diesel. We didn't
Yeah.
want to deal with the
The
DEF fluid and all that.
Oh yeah.
And
yeah.
so we've had a lot of friends and family help us with their experiences. So
Oh sure.
that's
Yeah.
helped.
It's always fun to trade stories with RVers, and you always pick up a little something from them, and hopefully maybe them from you. And so it's a really it's a neat fraternity to everybody's got that one thing in common where you're seeing the country that way, and it's just really special to do it. And I'm a lot more back in the I always used to worry about what could happen, the breakdowns, how's roadside service going to work, that type of thing. And now this trip in particular has been not nearly the angst anymore. It's just kind of like, and Kerri's been great with that. She's always Kerri balances my angst with her common sense.
Sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes. And you don't fully rein in an Irish guy. But it's been
like, we don't have to hurry.
Yeah,
it's
been real good and real soothing, and
non-stressful. Even with the wedding, it was non-stressful.
Yeah, and you have so much, even like if we're not talking in there. And I always tell everybody, I said, you have time to think about anything and everything, and you work out things, you plan, you're thinking about what you're going to do. I have a running joke with everybody I say. I go, my prayer life is never better than when I'm RVing.
As long as you don't pray with your eyes
closed. Just please get us there, and then thank you. And, so it's been an ongoing journey. Look forward to seeing a lot more. I love seeing everybody and the family in particular, and just touching base and oops, sorry, I didn't. I think it's important to let everybody know you love them.
That's
it's real important to do
let
that.
everybody know you love them.
And everyone's getting older. Yeah. And even like when I see my siblings, Kerri sees hers. A couple, my one brother and sister aren't in the best of shape, and you always wonder, if it is, and if it is, it is. But at least you see them again, and it's special.
And this trip, again, just like last year, we're going to be visiting a lot of family. We have seen a lot of family, so it's great.
Yeah, and we're very blessed to be able to do it, and
for sure.
Yeah.
So thank you for this.
Yeah. I was just going to say, we probably need to let you guys get back. It's getting a little bit later, but is there one thing that? So let's pretend that Colleen is thinking about buying an RV, which would be a great idea, by the way. And what would you tell her to convince her that this is a good investment? Is it? I mean, you've already said a million things, but if there was one,
if you're tired of hotel rooms like we were, it's so wonderful to have your own house, your own bedding, your refrigerator. You don't have to eat out. Right. That's our perk.
Yeah, and with that, and add to the hotel rooms flying, we got really tired of we get
airports.
Why people fly, and that's fine. But us personally, we were tired of the flying thing. Kerri's talking about the hotel rooms,
and we can take our pet.
Craziest thing, I can't tell you how many toilets I have fixed in hotel rooms. it's like toilets running, and I used to do maintenance all the time.
Well, and instead of getting a dog sitter, we can take him with us. Dog sitters are expensive, and he loves it. He has a little bed up front, and he knows the routine, and he's easy to travel with, and he's a really well-behaved dog too. So we're lucky.
That's great.
But so those are the two, because a lot of people don't like to travel because they have to leave their pet.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So. I would say I don't think you would ever regret it. It's it really is a magical way to travel
and see the country.
Yeah, and like I said, this December I'll be sitting in our den and I'll be thinking about Hey, the podcast.
Weren't the slates amazing?
Yeah. And it just is very cool things like this.
Well, with any luck, I'll have it edited and up on YouTube by December.
Yeah, it just makes it special.
It sure does.
It's just all kinds of cool.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate you guys picking us to stay with us, and
thank you.
We're more than happy to host. And
I'm ready to try your eggs. Those eggs.
Yeah. Well, they were the chicken's eggs.
Yeah.
We snatched them, but anyway.
We do gather.
Yeah. That's pretty neat.
Yeah. Well,
What got you guys into being a host?
what got us into being a host? So, in October, I was taking some long drives. And this past October, I was helping some friends out with some driving needs. And I just listened to podcasts to pass the time. I thought, I've heard enough of this song, let's listen to a podcast. And at the same time, I was thinking about RVers and some of the stories, and I just realized nobody's doing this that I know of. There's a lot of people that will chronicle their RV trips, ton of those people. But the hardest thing for a content person to come up with is content. You know, how many things can I say in a day that are new and different? I can't. But you guys come to us and you bring the content. All I have to do is poke a couple questions your direction, and before long it just carries on. And so I thought, idea. What's that?
It's a great idea.
Well, yeah, it was a great idea. No, I'm thankful for it, but it just came from the stories that I had heard, and realizing that, you know, there's a lot of stories that go unheard. Let's get those out there. So, and I'll be honest, I'm at a point in my life where I would, at an age in my life, I wouldn't mind retiring and having a little bit of extra income. I don't know that this podcast will ever get us there. But if there was a little bit of income that could come through doing this through YouTube, there's some people that do pretty well with it. Doubt that we'll ever get there, but if even just a little bit would be fun to have something coming in from that. So.
And how did you get hooked into hosting?
How
did you hear about the whole concept?
So how we heard about Harvest Host? I heard about it on the Boondockers side. So we used to RV some, not a huge amount. I restored a couple old campers and stuff like that. So somehow Facebook learned that I was interested in that whole thing. I think it was through Facebook that I saw Boondockers Welcome, and I don't spend a huge amount of time on Facebook, but I do some. And so it was through Boondockers, or I think it was through Facebook that I saw a couple ads, went to their website, and thought, you know, that would be kind of cool. And just at that time, we lived here, which is just a wonderful space for this.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm not bragging because it's nothing I did, but, well, I guess I had a little bit of something to do with it. So I just said, hey, Colleen, what do you think about having total strangers come and stay with us? And what was your thought? Is he an idiot?
Basically, yeah. You want strangers, people you don't know, to stay with you? But
and I can truly say
you've been doing it for 4 years.
Yeah.
Wow.
We're close to 150 guests.
Wow,
we might be there by
really
now.
great. Yeah.
And there were one or two experiences that weren't awesome, but every other one, but they weren't even that bad. Mm-hmm. But all the rest have been just great. And I mean, some of them are no more than, hi, I'm Steve. And they say, hi, I'm Jim, I'm going to bed. And so they're not really interested in talking, and that's okay. Yeah. But there's so many cool stories.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I'm going back to your first question, but to your second question, it was, I just started following it and learning a little bit about it, and she finally conceded that I could experiment and see how it goes.
4 years later, here you are.
And here we are, still doing it. And my mom lives with us, and so we really can't get out and travel very much. And so I get experience. I mean, really, it's almost as good as being there in some ways. The enthusiasm and fun that people have. So yeah.
I wish we could host, but we have HOA and we're kind of more in a little retirement community.
But you're doing this, I mean, you're never strangers for very long.
No,
there's so much commonality.
Yes.
With people, there really is.
There is, for sure.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. I bet if you talk more to Nancy, you guys would probably even get along.
Well, we're Coloradans, of course.
That's right.
Yeah.
So. Well, thank you guys, and thank you, studio audience, for being with us tonight. And,
Look under your seat. There's a gift.
yeah, you get a car. You get an RV. You get a So anyway, well, thank you guys so much.
bet.
Thank you,
Appreciate
Judy.
And
Colleen,
come
thank
back
you.
anytime. Nancy, you and Jim come back anytime too. And
Appreciate this. Yeah.
Yeah.
we appreciate you guys.
This will be,
All right.
Yeah.
All right.